Cooperate. Huh? We all must cooperate.
No. Let me repeat.
We all must cooperate.
Let me repeat. Let me repeat. Let me repeat. If an enemy attack has been detected and the attack warning signal has been sounded, take protective action immediately as instructed by local authorities. Take protective action immediately. Go to a fallout shelter. Go to a fallout shelter. Go to a fallout shelter. Then
We all must cooperate.
turn on the radio. Turn on the radio. Turn on.
Was equally concerned with the arms race, believing that by 1970 there would be 10 nuclear power. The arms race. Warning. In 1962.
A few minutes research in any supermarket is enough to alarm the most stout-hearted customer. If a huge skull and crossbones were suspended above the insecticide department, the customer might at least enter it with the respect normally accorded to death-dealing materials.
Voice of Rachel Carson, laying down that silent spring warning.
We spray our elms, and the following springs are silent of robin song. Not because we sprayed the robins directly, but because the poison traveled step by step through the now familiar elm leaf earthworm robin cycle. These are matters of record, observable, part of the visible world around us. They reflect the web of life or death, that scientists know as ecology, or ecology.
The world is not ready for a bottomless swimsuit. Why can't I? Why can't I?
No. Simple reform. No, it really is a revolution. Sex and race, because they are easy, visible differences, have been the primary ways of organizing human beings into superior and inferior groups. Sex and race, because they are easy, visible differences. A revolution. Really is a revolution. Easy, visible differences. Primary, superior, inferior groups. Into the cheap labor
Why can't I?
Into the cheap labor on which this system still depends.
Why can't I?
Nuclear powers. In 1963, a test ban treaty with the Russians appeared faintly possible.
I would think if we don't get an agreement, it would be a great disaster for the interests of all concerned. If we don't get it now, I would think perhaps the candy is out of the bottle and we'll never get him back in again.
Worldwide nuclear war.
1963 at American University.
Kennedy announced that the United States was suspending nuclear tests in the atmosphere and seeking a test ban treaty with the Soviet Union
And the United Kingdom.
It makes no sense in an age
nuclear tests.
when the deadly poison produced by a nuclear exchange would be carried by wind and water and soil and sea
Nuclear
to the
tests.
far corners of the globe, and a generation yet unborn inhabit this. Our most basic common link is that we all inhabit this small planet. We all breathe the same air. We all cherish our children's future. We cherish children's future. And we are all mortal. And we are all mortal.
I don't like warlike movements. Military industrial complex.
Reflect the web of life
communist takeover, communist Castro and Cuba, the city boycott.
We are all boycott.
No more war. Never again war. No more war. Never again war.
Conversation there was no peace. Not in our world, not in ourselves. James Baldwin, who came from the ghetto heart of one city, wrote, "Nobody knows my name." And he warned, God gave Noah the rainbow sign. No water, the fire, next time. By the mid-60s, there was an entire lexicon of names that white America now recognized. Baldwin and King, Wilkins and Young, Malcolm X, Carmichael, McKissick, Brown, Merritt, Jones, Cleaver, Seal, Brooks, Stokes, Bond, Abercrombie. And there was the fire that exploded in Harlem and Huff. And in the summer of 1960, Transistor Radio.
We want security. If we get out of this ground, I want 16 like this.
Generation
Ambulances, police cars,
Transistor Radio. Music beat out its own rhythm and change. Music beat out its own rhythm and change. Beat out its own rhythm. Music 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 beat out its own rhythm. Beat out its own rhythm. Music beat out its own. Music beat out its own. Music beat out its own rhythm.
Millions of people took to the streets until the weekend. Tens of millions of people took to the streets over the weekend in some 600 cities around the world. Marched and rallied to protest the Bush administration's plans to attack Iraq. New York City organizers say somewheres between 500,000 and 1 million people rallied. In San Francisco, 250,000 people marched. London, Madrid, Barcelona each saw over 1 million people in the streets. Organizers say over 3 million marched in Rome. London Guardian reporting that Italian state television did not broadcast the protests live because it would put undue pressure on politicians. Hundreds of other protests were held, spread across every continent in the world. Sites included Australia, Johannesburg, Tel Aviv, Syria, Tokyo, Bangladesh, South Korea, Hong Kong, Thailand, Puerto Rico, Brazil, East Timor, India, and even the South Pole. We recorded these live reports. Recorded these live reports. Recorded these live reports. These live reports. These live reports. These live reports.
We want peace. We want peace. We got to